Jota's parents, the late Diogo Jota. One can only imagine how they are feeling today.
Well, definitely these two teams, Portugal and Congo, are looking forward to getting their World Cups underway, having seen everybody else and, of course, witnessing the hat-trick last night by Argentina. So, great story.
Looking off the stuff until
officials for this one, Abdul Rahman Al Jassim of Qatar, who took in 2 games at the last FIFA World Cup 4 years ago in his homeland, of course. And the VAR operation led today by Khamis Al-Mari. And hopefully a quiet day for them. So these are the teams. Diogo Costa is Portugal's undisputed #1 and is one of 3 players in this 11 who started the quarter-final defeat to Morocco 4 years back.
Amen. Alright?
Put some yesterday, you know.
They met in the Diogo Congo yet, so.
Midnight fridge. Yeah, the midnight.
I saw much every time till the sun disappeared. Check it down.
Newcastle's Johan Wissa is partnered by...
Hey guys, it's a match between Portugal. I'm saying the sun gone now.
East of a city that has been battered by heavy thunderstorms all morning, but it looks like the clouds have parted outside. Not that we can see in here because the roof is closed. The air conditioning is on, so conditions perfect.
Absolutely perfect in here. Pitch is pristine. Really looking forward to seeing how the Congo starts this game because this is an entirely pro crowd for Portugal here today, and they got to get through the first 15 minutes here in a big way here to gain a little bit of confidence here. First time in 52 years back to a World Cup. That's a long time.
And off we go in Houston. Portugal, all in red, kicking from left to right in this opening half. One of the favourites to go deep into the tournament, possibly even win it. But how do DR Congo go about their business here?
Simply got a back 5 here. They're just positioning players across the pitch to cover spaces here. Of course, they're going to keep an eye on Ronaldo. This is maybe the most vaunted midfield in the world with Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, and Joao Neves. So, they want to keep the game in front of them like right now. They want to stay compact.
No, Ronaldo not really.
Portugal. Make it difficult.
Away the team. If the team weak, in like competitive people, but not going to
Vitinha, what a wonderful footballer he is. His work with the ball, but more so off it in many respects. His movement is superb and he always seems to be available.
Well, these guys are masters at making angles for each other in a possession-based system. Everybody is technical on Portugal. Everybody can get out of tight spaces for the most part. And this is what we're going to look to today. I mean, these guys are going to have to, in Portugal, break down a team that's not going to give them a lot of space. And it's going to get pressure on the ball as much as possible here today. And you're seeing already where Congo is setting up here. Portugal's going to need to make some runs behind him in time when they can.
If they beat Curacao,
Yes, Cancelo.
they play Germany.
What?
They are Congo and not
Vitinha.
If they are Congo never do Curacao, when them that play Curacao. Curacao that be Curacao.
A handball.
No, them that handball, not them. They are Congo them say. It is proven. They could have, at the time they opened the window, the Geographic Federation never did thing.
And they are Congo in this.
Patience very much the key early on. A big roar goes up as Ronaldo gets his first touch. Vega.
You might never go and go and play.
That they are
Mendes.
Boy, them.
DR Congo holding firm and looking for a way out. Struggling to find one.
Why?
So imagine you have to consider trying to do this for 90 minutes. Imagine the intense focus and concentration you have to have against the quality of Portugal here. Unlikely to defend deep.
Joao Neves, Vitinha. Mendes, Neto making the run down the line.
Look at him, so this is
And Neto's got it back. Mendes. Fernandes. Manzabi got his head on that one.
Them can't DR Congo, them can't
And
defend.
Mutasami
Please
is
not.
fouled, and that is respite for DR Congo. Who I dare say will be looking to draw inspiration from Cabo Verde's heroic performance against Spain.
Yeah, I think they got the perfect blueprint there. They could try to duplicate that. It was a very, very positive, uplifting sort of message that they saw in that game. Cabo Verde was organized in that against Spain. Absolutely did not concede a lot of space. Timely block. I mean, it's no different here today for what Congo wants to do against Portugal.
Otto Masuaku of Sunderland had spent the season on loan at Lens. The season just finished. Here's Ronaldo. He's got support from Fernandes.
Well, that's a warning right there to Congo. Don't try to play too much football. Get the ball forward, direct like you have been. Because at that point, when that ball was lost, they were out of shape there. They recovered.
When it comes to Cancelo, Barcelona very much want to sign him permanently. Having spent the second half of last season with them, helping them to the La Liga title.
That means that you on the opening
Vastly experienced centre-back. The only player actually for DR Congo to start all of their World Cup qualifiers.
He's another one of these veterans. They're going to lean on him heavily today. The captain, he's played at Lille, a number of different clubs in a number of different leagues. So experience.
Possession lost, Bernardo Silva. Manzabi behind him.
Well, you get the ball in a really, really bad area to lose possession.
Here is Vitinha. Third on the list for last year's Ballon d'Or. Neto, well, arguably the best left back around just now, Nuno Mendes.
Look what Ronaldo him there. Because I'm never enjoy watching me now. Look at Ronaldo there. Is this what him there?
Joao Neves. Space here for
I'm trying to
Cancelo.
go near him.
And look at the red shirts flooding that penalty area. The Congolese got away with one there.
Pass him on. Yes.
One now stop until him score.
Neto.
Watch it.
Great.
Yo!
João Neves.
Ronaldo must Ronaldo
The first Portuguese goal of another World Cup pursuit.
If you never did it,
Diogo Jota's parents looking on.
boy, they're playing
An emotional celebration, not just from Neves, but from his teammates and the fans in here.
Well, when you're going to park it deep tonight, you want to get the game's first goal, and certainly the delivery here is exquisite from Neto. Completely unmarked, gets in front of a defender coming from a deeper area, João Neves. Just jumping and turning, just angling this into the far side netting. And, you know, no better player for it to come from, because he does a lot of the dirty work in that midfield for Portugal. You might not have put money on him to get their game's first goal, but a beautifully delivered ball and a beautifully timed header.
Well, I have to double take because he's not the biggest, is he? But he got up so well to meet that cross round Neves. And Portugal off to a flyer here in Houston, Texas.
First 6 minutes already.
This is exactly what Roberto Martinez would have wanted for Portugal. Get the game's first goal, get the tactical control of the match. Now Congo has to come out and play and leave their own half of the field a little bit more here, and that'll give Portugal some room in behind to play.
Here come the Congolese looking to fashion something. Mutasami switching it out to Masuaku. Wissa making movement close by, but Cancelo stops the cross.
From a neutral standpoint, best thing that could have happened was an early goal. And certainly now it's going to pull, like I mentioned, the Congo out here, and they're going to have to press and maybe do things that are uncomfortable and not generally their nature.
So to make something of it on this near touchline, but it has gone Portugal's way. Well, they've got one goal in their opening match, Portugal. They have scored 3 goals in each of their last 2 group stage openers. That fabulous 3-3 draw that you might remember from 2018 against Spain, and a 3-2 win against Ghana 4 years ago. As Neto drifts in from that left-hand side. Now Bruno Fernandes takes over.
If Ronaldo score, he might miss it all time.
We spoke so beautifully yesterday, by the way, Bruno Fernandes, about Diogo Jota and his brother Andre, and what it meant to the team for them to be able to try and win this World Cup for him.
Yeah, like the 12th man, I mean, just incredible tragedy. It's hard to forget about it. I've seen some references to it. Diogo Jota and his brother in the stadium here today.
Oh, you have to take a game now. I never took a big fan speaking today. The fans are always spending my time to watch.
João Neves took a tumble, but gets back to his feet, and on it goes.
Guys, the baby father carried France, and the baby mother carried Brazil, and mommy carried Portugal.
Comfortable though for those in red here. As Mendes looks to scamper away. And Bemba goes out to engage.
Congo's just got to weather this for another few minutes here after conceding early, and kind of the shock of that coming out in their first World Cup in 52 years.
Well, Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president there, very much at the forefront, and on the left of your picture, the AFCON president, Patrice Motsepe. It's a risky pass. Mendes with eyes on this. Now Johan Wissa. Can he provide a moment of magic? It's a dangerous cross, and Cancelo had to deal with it. It's back with Wissa once more. Has a pop. Wasn't too far away either.
Well, Johan Wissa is clearly their danger man, and they got to get him on the ball as many times as they possibly can tonight in the final third here. This is pulled wide, but that's very positive. Get their playmaker on the ball here. And he can do some pretty magical things when it comes to chance creation in combination with Cedric Bakambu.
You know, say they come say it's not it's one thing they man teach him from
Diogo Costa,
you know, like
Portugal's player, or goalkeeper of the year, I should say. 25 clean sheets for Porto in the season just gone in all competitions. They're undisputed number one.
Something like Republic of Congo.
Remarkable career at Porto. He's played there 246 times. Was an academy player there, so everything through and through Portuguese with this fantastic goalkeeper Costa.
It's getting a great appetizer for the action to come. Uzbekistan against Colombia in Mexico City later. Group L, England against Croatia. Repeat of the 2018 semi-final. Ghana against Panama in Toronto. Another jam-packed day of FIFA World Cup action.
Movement of the midfield of Portugal with Neves and Bruno Fernandes and Vitinha is amazing. They show up in lots of different areas, lots of different places throughout the game. Makes it very hard to track them with their movement and mobility.
The yellow card brandished.
He's clearly saying here it's one foul. You know, we don't need a yellow right now. It's one foul.
Well, he ain't happy, is he? Cristiano Ronaldo, his teammate Bernardo Silva goes in the book.
It's a good foul. It is a straight leg, and that's what brings the yellow out. And
All right, the Congo get
the referee is fine.
understand. Get up.
Okay, Envy on the receiving end of that one.
Bernardo Silva get one already?
Yeah.
Silva, who just left Manchester City. 9 trophy-laden years with them.
They get red card out, must have 2 games.
2 games, yeah.
Oh God.
Remember for the Congolese, Kayembe. Bakambu, good turn, great feet. Has he got the finish? Well, the strike is deflected away for a corner, but he fashioned that all on his own.
Exceptional response here from Congo. Individual moments. Pick up a ball here. Great little turn here. Dodges a defender. Now picks his head up. Goes for goal. Goes for glory. Big block coming out of the middle there from Arajo.
Well, that will give DR Congo some real belief, and they've got a corner. Portugal have been vulnerable on defending set pieces.
And they're in a hybrid defensively, partially man-to-man, and then partially zonally as well.
Right on the deck for Johan Wissa. Didn't come off in the way that they planned. Bernardo Silva looks to carry Portugal forward. Terrific recovery run though from Johan Wissa. And the Congolese feeling their way into this now. Now, where will that land? The Combo rising for it. And the flag is raised by the assistant.
You got to say it's confidence-building response coming from the Congo. You get a chance from Bakambu, and you get a good opportunity there to kind of do something off a corner, which didn't turn out well. Visa really made a tremendous play there, showing some recoverability, because corners are a great opportunity to transition the other way, and it looked like Portugal was off and running.
Yeah, well, whenever we World Cup, them the 2 coach them bucket on the sideline. You know, seriously, I go on YouTube and see. You remember which team? Colombia. Remember, I want to lie. Go on YouTube, just type in.
No, Mendes, whose last World Cup lasted just 41 minutes due to a thigh injury, left the pitch in tears against Uruguay. So Roberto Martinez saying He's as close to the perfect footballer as you can get, Nuno Mendes.
I praise, it is remarkable the talent that's assembled for Roberto Martinez in Portugal. How good this team is on the ball, the type of belief and the type of football they play. It's pretty clear.
That France
Basically have hushed the building right now and there's some quietness here.
But if France in the finals, we'll not be surprised.
Here's the goal scorer, João Neves.
Brazil? Why not the finals?
Neto. Going to get back from Ronaldo. Those two combine once more and again.
It's just tremendous play from Ronaldo to provide an angle, to play into your forward, lays it off beautifully, leads to real danger.
The guy we might pick up them more together the door.
Coutinho. And Solo providing the width. That's not a bad looking cross. Ronaldo was getting ready, wasn't he, for the bicycle attempt there.
Good on the bicycle.
Oh.
Bad on it, man.
Cancelo struggling with the bounce of the ball.
I'm famous thing that. That's why when he got Brazil.
And Wissa has it for the Congolese. Here is Bucao.
Remember? Yeah, man.
Very exciting prospect, by the way. Gabriel Bucao plays his club football for Lille. Just his 15th cap today. Masuaku stopped in his tracks by Cancelo. Works out to the left for Nuno Mendes. Fernandes. Scooped over the top, Mendes, and continued the run. A lovely first touch, he's through. And it's battered away by Empathy. Now Bruno Fernandes. Right across the face of goal, and Bernardo Silva on the stretch. Couldn't quite reach it.
Look at this run, comes about 10 yards deep on the last line of defense of Congo. Absolutely exceptional. That's the type of run they needed at that point. Because there was space conceded from behind. You really got to give Nuno Mendes real credit here for seeing this. And you could just see him take off, and you knew he was on. But to make those vertical runs and recognize those opportunities is key.
Flattered clear by Empathy. Portugal in front then. They've lost just one of 20 World Cup matches when scoring first. Were beaten by the Korean Republic.
You ready for score? Come, see me. Oh God, that's all. In Gambia, and there's something that's so. Oh God. Come TV, Jay, whatever the foolishness now, man. Sure. Come here, 41 people then at the chat away upon this up, come on.
We can break people down off the dribble as well. Just an incredible left back that can go box to box.
Too much, because goal difference in the final reckoning when it comes to sorting out the knockout places could be so important.
They got to stay within striking distance today here. And they've settled into that back five again. They just got a line of five.
This is Ronaldo there.
And they're playing it around the corner for Neto to go after. Well defended by Mbemba.
Mbemba does beautiful there, just gets his body in between them. Read the play beautifully, provided the cover laterally.
The goalkeeper play Andrew.
That was an experienced defensive move there from a very experienced player.
What am I playing against, man?
Watched it high by Moussa Sane. Worcester showing interest. Dealt with comfortably enough by Renato Vega.
You can't turn your antennas off when this is around, because he's just a guy that if he picks the ball up, some really, really good things can happen. He can see somebody very quickly. He can do it on his own. He can create his own chance. So obviously is they're going to get back in this game. I bet my money that he would be involved in it.
Bruno Fernandes.
The Portugal, they
Round
don't
Neves.
play inside more though. You notice, they afraid more different.
Vitinha. Ronaldo.
Chuchu, go on with your business now, man.
Ada playing in my bottle.
Mendes.
So you're mad dog, you know.
Portugal Congo just trying to stay with those red shirts. João Neves. Neto. Fernandes.
This is fine from the Congo. They're keeping the game in front of them. As they get near the box, though, you got to get a little bit more pressure on the ball. You got to be careful because every one of these players are capable of chance creation for Portugal. You see Ronaldo's coming out of the middle now to get part of the build at times, but then gets himself right back in the middle where he knows the ball's ultimately going to come.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but there is a possibility that Portugal will face Argentina in the quarterfinals, and we know what that means. Ronaldo against Messi at the World Cup for the first time. Work to do before then, of course, but Lionel Messi has certainly put down a marker with a fine performance last night, grabbing that hat-trick to go level on World Cup goals with Miroslav Klose. Record that will surely be broken at this tournament. Possibly by Messi or even Kylian Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo has got to go some though to break it himself, but there are several records he could still break during this tournament.
After the knockout stage, when quarterfinals.
Bruno Fernandes, bounced on by Mbemba, and Macau looking to play it forward, but was quickly closed down. And we've hit the hydration break here, with Portugal leading by a goal to 0. João Neves with the only goal of the game so far. So Glenn, Portugal firmly in charge at the moment, looking comfortable to this point.
Nothing we didn't expect here tonight. I think the fact that they got the game's first goal, as mentioned, is a big thing because this now moves the Congo off their tactical plan to a degree here. They have to chase the game now as opposed to kill the game and look for a transition moment. So I think it's great for the overall game here that we've gotten an early goal because it will lead to a little bit more openness.
Well, Portugal scoring with their only effort on target so far. And you will see on the wrists of the Portuguese players a wristband that has the names of the members of the squad upon it, and a certain Diogo Jota as well, which is a lovely tribute. They were given those wristbands to wear ahead of this FIFA World Cup. He may be gone, but he's certainly not forgotten Diogo Jota, neither his brother Andre as well.
Just shocked the whole sporting world. You know, these are the moments that I think we all realize that, you know, the game's important for sure, but there are more important things in life. And yeah, that was a hard one because, you know, you watch these players, you know they have families, and it ends up being highly emotional and just truly tragic. Very interesting to see Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes having a real heavy discussion here during this hydration break. And these are real opportunities for players to look at them. they're branching off. They're talking to each other about subtle things maybe that are going on in the game or things that they may like to see.
The stadium full tomorrow.
What?
Stadium full too.
You forgot to say Cristiano.
You're not getting to the number 7 there. How much number 7 you say?
7. Look, I couldn't forget to say Ronaldo famous.
In famous,
Well, both groups of players.
In the famous, I heard that name, I show speed. Go say my favorite name.
And,
So I show speed fans.
There's questions about his long-term future as Portuguese head coach yesterday, but he wasn't getting involved in it. His contract does run out after this tournament finishes. Quite rightly, he said, look, we're just focusing right now 100% on this FIFA World Cup.
I just had a flashback to his time at Wigan.
Yeah. Yeah, winning the FA Cup, of course. But so play to restart. DR Congo throw-in to be taken by Aaron Wan-Bissaka of West Ham. Mukau. Back to Costa.
If this game was 0-0, you wouldn't see the Congo pushing this high at this stage. But since they've conceded the goal, they've decided to open themselves up a little bit. They're not waiting. They do need to make sure that they stay within a goal here by getting into the locker room, because if they're down a pair of goals, essentially going to say they got to get the game's next goal. And they like to try to win games 1-0. It's a bit of a different game for them now with that very, very important first goal from João Neves of Portugal.
They were defensively compact in qualifying. DR Congo conceding just 6 goals along the way, but here come Portugal, and that is a vital interception from Mbemba. Neto looking to square for Ronaldo, and Mbemba in just the...
And Neto's continuing to be very, very dangerous down the left side. You're going to see this time front. Is he onside? I think he is. I think the left back might have kept him onside. And this is the type of ball Ronaldo's looking for, although he was marked pretty well on that. They had a player in front of him, a player behind him.
Corner work short. Mendes. Vitinha. Mendes will scoop one in there. Harshly away by Mukau. Gathered by Mendes once more. 6 red shirts waiting inside that Congolese penalty area.
Ronaldo never getting a penalty and score. Because Messi score free without penalty. And other people in contest the greatest, you can't just go by penalty. You do your penalty king.
Araujo.
Yes, Messi the greatest.
That was one of the greatest. I say,
Cancelo, wicked ball.
Never contest between who are the great people.
Ronaldo made a great
So I don't want him
watch
to get
him
no
just
penalty.
walking around the penalty area, observing things. Sees it get wide, and Ronaldo was on.
And you know, saying
It's fascinating to just watch him around the penalty areas, trying to get in between defenders. He's got one in front, one back. There's the legendary Pepe, which I guess Ronaldo now at his age has broken Pepe's record.
And I'm sure Pepe will be very pleased about that as well.
Yeah.
What a player he was, by the way. What a player.
Absolute warrior.
You would not mess with him. Now look at the passes completed so far. Feels like more than 275, if I'm honest.
It's not a surprise.
Here's Wissa. The Congolese looking for an opening. Mukau. Kayembe waiting on the edge of the box. Wan-Bissaka joining in and delivering. Cleared by Cancelo. On a sloppy touch, Mbemba puts Portugal back on the ball. Fernandes hacking it wide, and Neto unable to keep that one in play.
So the Congo on 3 or 4 occasions have lost possessions in bad areas and have been very, very fortunate that Portugal has not taken advantage of them.
When somebody at the ball and then
Half an hour gone.
throw it back to you.
Portugal 1, DR Congo 0. Kapadi. Right onto the forehead of Nuno Mendes. He was looking for Wan-Bissaka.
I think you're going to see Wan-Bissaka now selectively try to go forward once in a while to pose a problem and a question to Portugal.
With sort of Renato Vega there.
Come on, the man barely catch it.
Body part of
the
jour right now.
barely get out of it. Them too delicate like a tomato, man.
Lionel Messi involved. Topic of discussion.
Bernardo Silva just went down here.
Oh, Neto holding his throat. The yellow card is out, as you can see.
My apologies.
Yellow card for the captain.
So both going up. His arm catches Neto. It's difficult. You need your arms to jump. There's no question for balancing to get off the ground. You can't jump with your hands at your side. So I do feel a little bit for Chancel Mbemba picking up a yellow here.
Certainly no malice in the challenge, not at all.
Yeah, you the commentator title.
That's very tough on him because now as a defender, you got to play the game differently carrying a yellow.
Mendes with a free kick and Bemba is the one to clear it. Galeal Mukau now.
I think you got to put a circle around that yellow card because Portugal's going to know it. They're going to try to take him up. On get him in a position to concede another foul.
Kapadi to Wissa. Lovely take on the turn there. Wissa from distance.
Not bad.
That was Kayembe, wasn't it?
Not bad, don't
Great run. Great turn. He was a skill master there. He
Even
got you even thinking it was Wissa.
Great chances.
Absolutely gorgeous turn.
And going to 4-4-2 formation. Funny is like you are starting to play 4-4-2 formation.
Press, squeeze.
I get it.
Portugal, laughable.
And they switch the point of attack nicely here to relieve the pressure. And now it means the Congo's got to trot all the way to the other side of the Congolese. He's death by 1,000 passes.
Well, Portugal play two of their group games here. Also face Uzbekistan. And they will go to Miami to face Colombia, which may well be the game to decide who wins the group. And Diogo Costa a little slow there, and Wissa very nearly left him red-faced.
Incredibly dangerous. Caught in possession. Can't get too comfortable either. And that's one of the things we heard Roberto Martinez said, you know, no way they're going to underestimate the Congo.
Fantastic.
I'm going to play bad. Don't it? They could have get a... Yeah, they're not play bad. They're not play bad. If you play against the top side, I'm going to reach out 3 and get 3.
When you can make Portugal do a little bit of a defending and get them out of the nature of what they love, and that's being on the ball. That last opportunity, that took a deflection. It was a favorable one, but right into the hands of Diogo Costa.
Just wait and we can tell him when decide to come back. We have a cable. We have cable now, maybe TVJ would have a buff like how this a buff. You understand? So I just want to take it. And let alone me see me. I watch the one from other sides and the buff stuff. So can I kill the intensity of the game?
Bang. They look for that forward pass.
Yeah, and the tempo and rhythm will change. And you're right, it is seducing to play at one tempo and then all of a sudden with the flip of a switch, they're into another gear. And I'm not sure they've hit their highest gear here at all tonight.
Well, still just one attempt on target, and that's the goal. Cancelo. Vitinha.
And look at this, Vitinha's come to the right side to provide support out of the middle.
By the time we come back, maybe I'll 3 goals score.
All their opponents here.
Don't it?
Power and physicality as well.
Come back, 1 goal score.
So, are the people make it about, sir?
No, Angela, just the station, Angela, not really me alone. Just one work with Angela. You give me $19 a month for watch it on the site. Eh? Exactly. You shall not ask if I can go on trip. Okay. Don't tell me anything. I'm going to put on here. Get them all the Congo movie. So much.
Red shirts, though, funneling back into position.
I come here watch again.
Masuaku lofting it high, out by Vega.
Might have been a good time there to recirculate it and hold it a little bit more. That was going to have to be a perfectly pinpoint ball to beat a pretty settled Portuguese defense.
Interested to see how many touches Cristiano Ronaldo has had with the ball in this opening half.
Not many.
No.
He had one layoff, and listen, the thing you can see really vividly and clear around the box is when it goes wide and there's a potential cross coming, Congo is getting a player in front of him and behind him and very, very close to him, so he can't move that well.
14 touches, I'm told, for Cristiano Ronaldo. Only the goalkeeper isn't that Diogo Costa. But I guess that's where his game is right now. You know, not the Ronaldo of old where he'd be charging around all over the place. He's got to be more economical, I'm sure, with his running.
Oh, 100%. He's 41 years of age, but his reinvention, turning himself into a center forward from a dashing winger that took people on and beat people off the dribble, it is just another testament to how brilliant Cristiano Ronaldo is.
Bruno Fernandes making the move here. Twanzebe fends him off.
Yet, like Messi, Ronaldo has lost some of the explosiveness.
Well, one of the greatest running backs in NFL history is here, Adrian.
By the time we come back 2 goal scorer and the man done interviews. I don't even know if I the net neither, both neither are the station. And from if I this box a change, when I read the box here. No, it's the truth. You know what I talk about. When you watch one part media and sit there, you do the next one. I think that's that book, so. Just kill people's lives all the time. Thank God to know some people who are understandable. I know it's not my fault. I'm never going to understand it. I'm never going to understand it. I come back home one time, like, whenever he, no matter back home. If you go buy a party, I'm I can't do nothing.
For Visa or Bacambo, who are their two real danger men.
Belted long by Costa and Neto showing interest. Way by Wan-Bissaka. And Nuno Mendes losing control of it. Well, he's third. FIFA World Cup, Roberto Martinez led Belgium to a third place finish at the 2018 edition and left after their group stage exit 4 years ago. He has enjoyed success with Portugal, leading to the Nations League title last year. They beat Spain on penalties. Could he be the one to end Portugal's wait?
Don't you? They both like something, don't you? Just kill the intensity of the game. Okay, combat the whole score.
So ultimately, when Portugal comes out like this and break the pressure, then they all funnel back in that line of 5 with 3 in front of it, and then Visa and Bacambo higher up the field. Portugal's getting closer and closer to hitting the vertical ball that is going to end up being something pretty dangerous.
They are averaging, Portugal that is, 375 passes per shot. It's the very definition of patience.
Absolutely. Well, they need more chance creation right now. I mean, it is their first game, but Cristiano Ronaldo hasn't really had a good look. They got their goal, there's no question.
And Solo rolling it on for Bernardo Silva, Mutasani getting back at him. Coutinho picking up the pieces. And there he is once again. Just never seems to break sweat, Coutinho, does it?
No, he's just got this incredible change of direction too, with or without the ball.
And Solo blocked off and not taking kindly to the attention he was getting from Capuadi there, the referee, not interested in whistling in his favour. Kayembe. Now Mukau. Saka was calling for it over on that far touchline. It's going to come his way now.
Should I play the play for
Mutasani. And Wissa pinching it back, but committing a foul in the process as we move into 4 additional minutes at the end of this first half.
Why not in England?
Not a foul. I think this is good refereeing. Wade had his position established there. You know, it's interesting, you have referees from all over the world, and the definition of fouls in different countries are very, very different. And that's down to the players to get used to what a referee's going to allow and what he isn't going to allow. As much as we want it to all be standard, it's still ultimately interpretation.
Time before, extra minutes,
I think Dr Congo, their coach, Basaba, will be fairly pleased actually to go in at the break just the one goal down.
Well, they got to finish it out, that's for sure, because Portugal can do it in the blink of an eye, but I would agree with you 100%. There's not a real sense of urgency, I don't think, from Portugal. I think Germany in the first half, too, against Curacao. And Curacao hung around that game in the first half, got their first ever goal in a World Cup. There are some similarities to that game right now.
So that's into the Germany.
Germany were more penetrative, weren't they, in the final third? Let's be honest, the amount of opportunities they had.
They were definitely more aggressive. I agree with you 100% there. That said, there were times where it looked like they did take their foot off the pedal.
Vitinha.
Germany take them for the penalty. The people never.
It's a nice ball, a nice take from Bernardo Silva, and Masuaku gets in there. A Congo possibilities here, but they've got to move the ball quickly. Masuaku, Wiss has made his move into the box. This is Mutasami, took it first time. It's a corner. As Dr Congo look to finish the half with a flourish here.
Great transition play from them. They got out, they got runners in front of the ball. They earned themselves a corner and a real opportunity to tie this up. There's the deflection, but great attack in transition, something to build off, and obviously we have seen a number of goals scored off corners in this World Cup here in 2026.
Artur Masuaku with this corner for the Congolese. Really fired that in. This is Mbemba. Fernandez is with him. It's another corner kick. Some trouble here. Fernandez went in with a challenge.
His heel.
The last thing they would want is to lose their talismanic captain.
He's their pillar at the back, 31 years of age. He's had a very strong game right now. Everybody looks at him and says, hey, I'm glad he's on my team.
Well, he's hobbling, but he'll be back in the sanctuary of the dressing room very soon to perhaps get some further attention on that injury.
Congo got to get some delivery here that beat the first man at the near post.
4 minutes
To make this interesting.
Sometimes 4 minutes.
And this delivery
if the game can up them again in the phone, we get
is going to be
extra
very
minute, then blow the whistle.
important. He's got to deliver something good. Okay, so they go 2v1 here.
Mukau. That's interesting. Whistle! The Leopards pounce! The Leopards roar! We have history in Houston! A first ever World Cup goal for Dr Congo!
Nah,
to be Johan Visse, who might have a piece of bringing this team back.
Poor you. Someone know when they run
They
out.
play a short one here instead of the delivery. So the ball moves, that means the defense has to move in relation to it. He's unmarked. It's a great snap header. Look at this flow down here. He gets up, times it perfectly. Nobody jumps with him. Nobody leans in. That's as wide open as you could possibly get. What a spectacular header from Visa. And what a way to end the first half here. An incredible moment for DR Congo.
One giant lead from Johan Wissa and one small step forward for DR Congo. What a way to finish the half. João Neves with the opener for Portugal. Cancelled out by Johan Wissa.
In the second half, then they are coming something.
And just look at the scenes in the stands from the Congolese and look at dismay from Cristiano Ronaldo. But it's game on right now in Houston. Make no mistake about that. Half time, Portugal 1, DR Congo 1.
No racing. I'm just waiting to catch in the second half. You remember what Senegal did to
Dare to Dream halftime game show brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola.
John Andrew, is so Senegal where Senegal that go good in the first part, you know. I mean, I said, boy, France, hey, people like my son got bet. I know one of my group and she got bet $6,000. I know say France at the end. Look what going. You know people who end up on, you know, I know them style.
Fancy news?
Friends didn't have Senegal, them have friends.
In the first,
And the man go talk to them
Fancy
and
news?
them
And
win,
you
but
got
me
me
and said them didn't have them in the first.
First game
in
of the
that
day,
code.
but
Yeah.
that's what it's called, the match which don't this thing. Eh? Well, you know, we have a little thing going on in our little group here, and we let us a fun thing and make a pick the winner and the score. So I just said 3-1, so you did already. No, I said 3-low.
Oh, no,
so
where
you
did
did
one
already.
come from?
What did you say, sir?
3-0 today.
Yeah?
2-0.
2-1, still alive.
the goal come here say 1-0.
Good
The
first
1-1
half.
should I say?
Overall.
I mean, yeah, it's a good first half, not for Portugal, because as you know, confusion and the stroke of
But Johnny, Andrew, me and Portugal
But before that,
Congo
before that.
0.
Yeah, before that, you could see that the Congo team, they came out in the first 5-10 minutes, were trying to sit in a low block, a 5-3-2 defensive formation, out of possession, and all of that went out the window when Portugal got their first goal, and they now started to explore a bit with. I'm surprised they look good going forward, and from that they got a goal.
You're surprised that they look good going forward?
Yes, because I thought they would try to sit more in the counter, but the goal that Portugal scored, I think it probably they did better for them.
It took Congo some time to get into the game. I felt like they lacked a bit of composure when they did get the ball, but this World Cup has been about taking their moments, especially for the so-called underdogs, and on the stroke of halftime, they took their moment, 1-1.
Yeah, as coaches, you don't want to give up a goal. But when you're playing against a so-called big time team, well, probably one of the favorites to win. Is it a concern? You still have about 15 minutes leaving in the game. What would you tell the Portuguese team?
I tell them don't panic, keep focused. A lot of goals are normally scored at the beginning, just before the halftime, right after the resumption and right at the end. So we need to be a bit more concerned about closing out the game in the future. But going into the second half, just go play more, get Cristiano Ronaldo more involved in the game, get more crosses coming in. And the number 10 need to utilize the opportunity, because they're putting 2 people on Cristiano to mark him. So, yes, best to say.
One I was surprised that happened.
Absolutely. I think they need to be putting out more goals.
Yeah. And I heard the commentator was suggesting that Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't have the same kind of pace that he had. Well, this is 6 or 24 years that we're the World Cup, you know. So he should have the same amount of pace. So they scored in the 6th minute of the game. It's that. What kind of goal you saw? Look at that, take me through that.
Mommy,
Yeah, it was a great,
I'm
it was
not
a
saying
great
I'm the
goal. I
greatest
mean,
ever, but you see,
came
come
back
on
out and
to
shot
Ronaldo,
straight here,
you
straight wide.
cannot
Good
count
crossing,
him out.
or if you as you said, Ronaldo
No, I
occupied
put my
by
point,
two
but they
players.
cannot, you
Neves
cannot
just ran across
think that
and
him
rose
is
up and
main
straight
aim
header.
is not to crush nobody team, his main aim to score and him not to
Really
score.
went to a spot.
And
And
when
as
I score, I'm going to ensure
And
some
as you see,
teammates score,
with the occupation or another with the two
them can
players,
win the game.
people coming into that box and getting that chance, more crosses like that need to come. I didn't see enough after this. We didn't see enough, and I think that they need to be doing more.
You know,
My headers.
had he missed that goal and where I was coach, I would have given him a hard time. Why?
And the ball
Because I always
shine
tell
right
you
up.
to head the
Shine
ball
right in the
coming
post.
from.
Yeah.
But that was perfect. I mean, that one. And one of the reasons you say you want to head the ball where it's coming from, it's easier for a straight head as opposed to like that, because this takes a lot of time. It was perfect. So even though you are like this, well, so the ball is going down, you are going to the goal like that, but when it come across, you adjust yourself and you meet the ball straight.
But that's not the only reason.
I know, as opposed to going like that, because if you miss that, it's not going to come off. So I would have given him a hard time, and he missed it. The fact that he scored, I would be the first person on the field I hold him up to tell him it's the greatest goal I've ever seen in my life.
Burgess, the main reason you head it where it's coming from is that the goalkeeper's job is to cover the near post. So once it moves back this way, he can't come back this way again.
And that's the reason you tell them. I mean, Robbie Scott, who I coach, his brother Christopher sits here. He's the only goalkeeper I've ever going one way, and in going one way, he comes back the next way. He was amazing. He was let us couldn't beat him. He just couldn't beat him. But that was a really, really good goal. Did anything about DR Congo surprise you? Whether the way they were playing not as good as they should be, or whether they were playing very good?
Not at all, not at all. I said it in the pre-game show that we expected them to come against us, Jamaica, and look a certain way, and they did not. And I expected them to come out against Portugal and probably show a better standing of themselves, but I'm not disappointed in what I see.
You know, this is the goal here now, late in the game. And I tell you something, late in the half. Yeah, again, he went to the post where the goalkeeper was. Again, Clyde, he should have gone back the next way because the goalkeeper was. But it was a perfect header. You know, it was a perfect header. But if you look back at it, where the goalkeeper was, and he gone across the goalkeeper could never reach it at all. But he kind of gave him a chance. Look at this. Now the goalkeeper is going to follow the ball coming across. See, he comes across. I think, you know, in cricket they say you're beaten for pace. I think he probably was beaten for pace there also. And it was in a perfect spot. Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
So it was a repeat of the first one.
Yeah. So again, you would want them to go to the next post, but somebody watching and say, well, coach, shut up the mouth, right? Woman, they're going to see a post and then score.
Sometimes you just have to redirect the ball, right? The cross comes in with the right amount of pace, and sometimes you try to put it back where it's coming from. That's not going to happen. So it's coming across so fast, sometimes you could glance it.
And again, I've already explained that it's a difference between kind of flicking header or heading straight. The next thing is the crosses.
Two good crosses.
Two good crosses, but not, you know. Two very good crosses, but not enough crosses. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo that probably has one of the highest leaps, vertical leaps, and you're not crossing the ball. I think we need to send a memo.
And ever since they say most goals come from crosses. So, very, very good crosses. Amazing headers. One out half time between Democratic Republic of Congo. We're going to go for a break, folks, and we look at when we tackle that. Here's the first one. Great cross, great header, and that was one.
No, I'm not complaining. If you did here, the country there and the country never at first never did believe that because everybody ever run the country and the man tell them this to me. And now I forgot play for that. You can stay and represent another country. You can go on the club or do but remember come back and do it. And whatever I'm doing. You know, really go for people who love talk about why this and that and back of master mentality and none of foolishness stuff. If you can use it and you can get money after the using, come use me and they want. No, it's true, it's true. When I really matter about, when I like people, them love talk about them kill the white man, about them and number of places.
So, what man we gonna be
No, talk about we black people too. We were part of the slave trade. Andrew, me say them part, you have some region, me like care all them have, but me say them, if they never wanted, the people they don't want us, people them go, you couldn't get them go. Because the man them can go there's some places they can, before the bottle come, them see you know, before, so they could attack the color and do them to the before. How about the business? And I'm like, we black blame for slavery as much as white, or vice versa. Or vice versa. You see, we're enough instances. I don't remember one team with the girls them and something, and the white man take them from Lincoln, the girls them from nothing to some Falcon, they have to call them or something, and take them from nothing and believe in them. One member get pregnant if she have a baby, get nanny for to get picked up back again after that, and make money. People, see, some white people don't have good intention, but they have some of them really are. When white people have good intention for you, trust me, them look out for you. When they don't have, they know what time it is. But when they have good intention for your money, they make them believe in you, is a hell of a thing them put. We not have, sometimes people talk about if white people believe in we, it's like we blacks not feel good, but it's not that me talk about. I talk about if you're a black coach and you believe in you, and white man decides to believe in you, and you can take it to your dream, go ahead. Go ahead and chase your dreams. And sometimes when I really like, sometimes when I like some comments, but you have to see it still.
Shine friend speed and show the light, show the football.
You must show the football match. You must show it. I show me smart like oh. If not show the match itself, but I get up views and people who just some of the people them to me when even stream the match. Because I even know him, I show speed. You know him smart. I say him can't show the match in Ajani. But guess what? I'm still get money. People still have sending money same way. They give him props, man. Remind me of coolers spent out here. He already learn the craft of the craft. When I go to the craft of the craft, him learn it.
from that man?
Him learn the craft of the craft, man. Ronaldo them play. You can't tell I show speech Ronaldo the and the greatest. Can't tell him that. Yeah, Johnny?
Yes, sir.
Can't tell Ronaldo the greatest.
Approved from for a chance to win a brand new 60.
Thank you.
This man,
You see this one? Until the roll out. Yeah, running from the second half patch, you know say Ronaldo have a mash up. Mash up your friend. Yeah.
You know, the head of the Congo them though.
Oh, you want to always have the head.
Clear around here.
the headers. So follow up here, sir.
Taking a
I'm feel for one way, feel for more for them, you can't cheer, you understand? But no man, I like the people, you know?
The first World Cup goal.
In 52 years. That history in history.
When the match done, somebody will go home and cry, you know.
You know what I mean?
Congo, they had 26% more shots.
Me a Brazil me carry.
More attempts and more
Just like Ronaldo
more
as a player.
corners.
That Brazil me carry.
455 passes completed in the Democratic Republic, 99. And look at the ball recovery time. 16 seconds. And Democratic Republic almost a minute, well 47 seconds, not almost a minute, but 47 seconds. And some of us were thinking that maybe there's Jamaica there. we would be in good step to come out top. So, just the fact that we were in good step to collect 1.6. Half time of the very first game. And by the way, at the end of today, we would have seen all the
Alright guys, remember I'm live.
coming up later on, Croatia, England, Ghana, Panama, and Uzbekistan, Colombia. Then you will see all 48 teams. We have Ghana, Panama live games. Were we in that game or in this game?
I think well, honestly, they do. I don't think the Congo played that well against us. I think that we made terrible mistakes in not getting the right people, personnel. The right Jamaican personnel were playing against the Congo when we in the World Cup. And we'll be seeing those people now.
Yeah. Marco, whether we like it or not, I suspect, and I can't speak for everybody, but I suspect that if you didn't come from DR Cup or if you knew somebody here or your girlfriend or your husband or boyfriend, everyone would have carried Portugal to win this game comfortably. From what happened at the end of the first half, what do you think might happen in the second half? Is there a concern that Portugal might have to win this one?
I think in the end, they're going to get the better of DR Congo, but I just hope that Congo don't revert back to what they were doing in the first 5 minutes of the game. Sitting back, not exploring. So I think Portugal will still win 2-1.
Should I agree with that?
I do more.
Yeah, if you look at the stats, what's happened with the stats though? Yes, 455 passes, but only 2 shots.
Yeah. Let's go back to the team. We'll be here at the end of the game.
Look at him and see if he can kind of bring a little energy and a little verve to Portugal here to get the second half underway.
Well, Bernardo Silva has made way for him. It's on a yellow card, Bernardo Silva, but Roberto Martinez obviously feels he needs a bit more attacking thrust.
3, 2, 1. Let the game begin. Hey guys, we're back.
Aldo a little over keen to get this second half underway, but we are good to go.
You see TV above?
Your Congo dressed all in blue, kicking from left to right in this second half. But the man has just come on, incidentally, as Glenn mentioned, son of the legendary Portuguese winger Sergio, who actually gave him his debut at Porto, but described by Roberto Martinez as their chaos creator.
He's a live wire. He takes people on. He's going to pick a ball up. He's going to look to get the goal. The interesting thing for me now is, what does the Congo do? Do they settle back into their original tactical plan of defending deep? Or, you know, do they continue with the confidence of playing a little higher up the field? I think we'll be able to figure that out here in a couple of minutes. Right now they're settling back into their 5 across the back. You don't want to lose that attitude that got you back in the game either.
Mendes. Conceição.
There's been a lot of side-to-side for Portugal. They haven't had the penetrating thrust either off the dribble or via the pass or via people making runs in behind. And they had opportunities, I think, to make more vertical movement from players looking for a ball in the first half.
1966, Portugal's best performance at a World Cup.
Me already.
In the semi-finals, tournament hosts and eventual winners, England at Wembley. Great Eusebio, very much part of that Portuguese team. 9 goals he got in that tournament. And they've only been back to the semi-finals once since then, and that was back in 2006 when they lost to France. Wan-Bissaka, Mutasami, and Bemba. Whistler coming short for it.
The man says to me, say, all if you not score, stay up on them side, then come back from the side. All if you not score, we just create a chance.
Nicely done. Wan-Bissaka. And his touch was the last one. Goal kick, Portugal.
Yeah, it went off the inside of his left thigh. Would have been a nice way to start the second half, earning that corner and continuing on from the first half.
You know what time it is.
Forward ball from Renato Vega sets Neto on his way. Lovely delivery.
There's some contact at the back post. That's what the fans are shouting about. Because getting in there and ghosting into that back stick was conceição. So, to your point, he's a live wire. He's already making things happen. He's gotten to the back post here on this delivery. Takes a little contact. It's not enough. But he gets himself in a good position. And that energy is what Roberto Martinez hopes will run through some of the other players here to lift the tempo up for
And then
Portugal.
again, let's stop comparing Ronaldo with Messi too. Messi is 38, Tunde is 41, it's not bad way, and he will stop comparing.
So with this throw, it was his cross that was put at home by Johan Wissa. Sunderland and Newcastle combining for the levelling goal here.
The
DR Congo.
I'm a big man, and I'm still better than me, because I can't stay from the start to finish. No.
Quadi over this set play, plays his club football with Vincent Lodge in Poland. Moved for a record-breaking fee as well from Legia Warsaw earlier in the year, €3 million, a record fee between two Polish clubs there. This is Kayambe of Watford in England's second tier. Wan-Bissaka of West Ham, who will also be in England's second tier next season following relegation from the Premier League. The combo, Costa with the save. Flag is up now. Costa pressed into service from the strike from Bakambu.
Well, this is an opportunity that reminds you that Bakambu is dangerous and he gets third. Does not have much of a shooting angle here. Slightly offside. Still gets the shot. Be able to pull it from that angle towards the far post and force that type of a save out of Costa. Spectacular.
The Congolese man talk to them, man.
We said it really clearly before this game, and everybody knows that Cedric Bakambu and Johan Wissa are the two real danger men.
We're going to get more points because them are considered, the Congolese, even though
Renato Vega,
first, they may
the
get
former
more points.
Cabo Verde international Nelson Vega.
That's what they went.
I'm sure he was thrilled to see Cabo Verde's display the other day, holding Spain to a goalless draw. Magnificent defensive performance, and in particular, a stellar display from their goalkeeper, Jorginho, who is now a worldwide phenomenon on social media after his performance.
I think there's real angst in here right now in the stadium with Portuguese fans. They've been quiet in here. They see a team that's not providing the energy that they thought they would see in an opener of a World Cup.
Yeah, well, taking too long over the goal kick, so a corner is given to Portugal as a result. Not seen this too often in this World Cup. It is part of the new rules.
Love it. I think it's a great rule to speed the game up. You're giving them a corner, which how many goals are scored off corners? Tons of goals.
Tons of goals.
So it's a pretty harsh penalty for not getting that ball back in play. This is a moment you put a circle around.
Conceição has surrendered the duty of taking this corner kick to Bruno Fernandes.
Ronaldo's at the back post, he's hitting the 6.
Flat it goes towards Ronaldo.
They read it though.
They're ready.
Must know the set piece.
They mark. As I
starts at the back post, goes towards the penalty spot, they hit it on the floor.
Mark him and thing there. Messi never have much mark yesterday, but Ronaldo have mark.
Sao faced by Masuaku. Coutinho to send it in high towards Ronaldo. Good defence ahead of that from Wan-Bissaka.
They defend the game start. Andrew, them and leave Ronaldo's side. I'm bodyguard them.
Ronaldo on to Nuno Mendes, flashed across, and another vital touch to steer it out of harm's way. It was Twanzebe. And Bakambu looking to ruffle a few feathers at the other end, but back with Diogo Costa. That has just reached Bruno Fernandes before Wissa could even think about getting on it.
Wonderful ball from Ronaldo on that last attack. This is the type of run they need a little bit more of on occasion. And of course it comes again from Nuno Mendes. But watch this from Ronaldo. This quick turn, the weight of that pass is absolutely perfect. So that a streaking Mendes can play it first time. And again, Congo cut the cross out. Very responsible and focused defending.
Yeah, man. Someone
Portugal
like intensifying, and someone like
playing much more vertically now in this second half. That levelling goal in first half stoppage time has forced them to do so as they look to reassert their authority on the contest.
If Congo's win,
You and I saw the passing numbers, so when you see those numbers, you have to say, yeah, but what did you get out of it? You don't get a lot of chance creation out of it. You don't get penetration. You don't get chances.
No, in the pan live. No, I'm not come off. But I'm not. I'm in the live now. There's no way I'm not go live when Ronaldo play. Go pan live now, you see. Go pan YouTube, you see live.
Fernandes.
I show speed.
Great ball in. Oh! The flag is up. The flag is up. It will not count. Joao Cancelo with the acrobatics. It would have been a peach, but the assistant's flag goes up.
Let me see it. Male final.
Sure. Who's offside here? Well, it's the second ball, so the correct call.
Meanwhile, Mukau, Bakambu. Everyone wearing a blue shirt rising to their feet, and they've got a corner.
Oh, God.
No, I'll say yes to it, don't it?
Messi.
Right down the field they go, earn another corner here. I think the Congo has grown a few inches here, getting that equalizing goal.
Argentina last night, them give Algeria grace. When Messi get in three,
I wish you could see the scenes around us.
Then put next to
Brilliant.
Messi sit down and then go
Surrounded
and
by
play a ball
Congolese
game
fans
to the
here.
game run out. Then the ball
Painted
bar
blue that
was
runs around the curvature behind the goal that
I
kind of
on 50 them
runs
games.
in and out of the red shirts
So
of
then you guys
Portugal.
in seven up every day. Everybody
Masuaku's caught
them say 7 up name
by
off.
Vega.
Every time I trouble nobody,
Wan-Bissaka.
first thing them member will back.
Remember
They put it into an area where the blue shirts worked.
They're not busy born a weak team. They must have Brazil a great team. When I'm not them weak, everybody should have can play down to the janitor.
Oh, good ball inside. Not a great first touch though from Kiyembe. Bakambu slams the post. I think the referee has gone up for a foul just prior. So a Portuguese free kick.
Again, derby moments here for Portugal, who are sloppy in front of their own goal here. And it's leading to chances. Bruno got nudged off this one in a big way by Bakambu, showing his power and strength, and then he goes off the post. But that's chaos in the box of Portugal. They're rattled.
Well, Kalial Mukau has been withdrawn, and Noah Siddiqui, who's just come off the back of an excellent season with Sunderland in the Premier League, is now on. It's on a knife edge at the moment.
I think most of the Portuguese fans in this building thought after getting that early goal from Joao Neves in the 15th that this could be something that could go in a different direction real fast, positively, but that has not happened. It has been a spectacular response from the Congo.
Here is Pedro Neto.
See, I show speed, Watch him.
Fernandez.
I show speed.
Nuno Mendes, by the way, is still down. He was fouled by Wan-Bissaka. Portugal
Oh, God. See,
took
man,
the free kick quickly and still play goes on, and Mendes still down. Well, Neto has put the ball out so that Nuno Mendes can receive some treatment. See it here, look.
Maybe a knee there from Wan-Bissaka. Looked like the whole much. Don't know. It's obvious he's in some sort of pain.
I know your body about quick and all. I'm Jamaican much, you know.
I must say, I didn't see anything too sinister there. Well, this was the Cancelo attempt a few moments ago. The overhead kick, and the technology showing us that he was offside.
Yeah, remember, it came off the touch of a teammate. And he was in an obvious offside position.
Mendes seems to be okay now.
I'm gonna call it today.
Cancelo looking to get Conceição in behind. Ronaldo's making his move. Corner.
Well, that's why you brought Conceição on. You're going to get more vertical runs from him. Gets on the ball. He's very, very tricky. He's earning your corners. He's bringing some energy, and that type of run is one that has to be, again, recognized again. They got to turn the Congolese defense a little bit towards their own goal and get them a bit scattered and out of their shape as a team.
I'm not drink some. Mrs. Something, but I'm not drink them. Mrs. Something, but I'm not drink them. I'm not say what I say. After the game, I got to say something.
He's always a danger on the corner, Cristiano Ronaldo. But it's been a frustrating day for him so far, 60 minutes in.
Mendes to deliver.
I am saying, DR Congo
back in from
is a team where can play, but they have more tactical team than DR Congo, and if they can't manage DR Congo,
tempted to keep it in.
To me, I got to pose a problem with you when they face other team or more tactical. So if them not do them homework, them can
this is not going the way that many thought it might.
At first, when I said maybe be an easy win for DR Congo with Portugal, I said that guy.
Perhaps further evidence that the smaller nations, so to speak, are closing the gap on the bigger ones.
Well, it's amazing how many people you can talk to heading into this game today here that were totally dismissing the Congo, which really is...
It's a problem.
You can't do that. You can't do it. Roberto Martinez wasn't. I don't think his players are.
They done it 2-1 or maybe as an undersaid job.
But people see a ranking of 45 making judgment. They realize that they got in after beating Jamaica in the Intercontinental playoffs, so their judgment then is
Congo 1R,
aired
it may end up with a 2-2
very difficult team to play.
1-1 job. This will come out to play more like a draw game.
If in
a draw, somebody will get about you a last minute goal and make it square off.
This is Wissa. He very much is the jewel in their crown. Johan Wissa. They've got themselves a throw deep inside Portuguese territory. Noah Sadiki is the player who has got it for them.
There's a nice tribute right there.
Very much so. Diogo Jota, the late Diogo Jota, very much at the forefront of everyone's minds here. In comes that throw, helped on by Bakombu. Kapwadi's header. Diego Costa got it run behind, but Bakombu have shown occasions that he can be a real handful.
Well, we all know that the long throw-in has made its return here in the last couple of years, and you know, you even got the Congo doing it. You know, times past, people would say, well, you want to keep possession off of throwing. Well, now it's a direct opportunity to score goals, and most everybody has somebody with a long throw now, including the Congo.
If you not play, if you not
Portugal with one win in their last 4 opening World Cup matches. That only success, that 3-2 victory against Ghana
even
4 years ago.
Where Mbappe
Held by Cote d'Ivoire in 2010. Lost 4-0 against Germany in 2014. And that 3-3 draw with Spain at the last edition. And they are being held here in Houston, Texas.
So now this time, you got the run from Pedro Neto, the same one that Conceição did on the other side of the field. So Portugal's trying to clip balls towards the corner flag and get some of their wide men into the final third.
Lionel Empacillo, I'm sure, was expecting to be a busy man today. Has had a relatively stress-free afternoon so far, the Congolese goalkeeper.
And I wish for a semi-final when the goalkeeper can leave him post and come down for try help us score.
João Neves is the one that beat him early doors with that header. Aside from that, he's not much to do, has he?
No, not a lot. And you know, I asked the question at the beginning of the half, what type of tactics would Congo and Saba do? And they're back to what they were starting the game with, 5 across the back, then a line of 3 generally, and then sitting higher is Bakambu, and underneath him is Bisa. Bisa comes back and helps defensively, but that's where we're at.
Mr. Quadi to sweep that one away. Just one shot Portugal have had since opening the scoring in the 6th minute of this game.
It's incredible. Not what you would expect, and I think you also got to give some credit to Congo.
Hernandez out by Twansebi. And they'll build again here with Cancelo. Conceição. Vitinha. Conceição, pumped away by Mbemba. Here's Mendes. Mutasami and Kayembe between them looking to reclaim possession. The referee says foul, Portugal free kick.
They were both off and running. They were just ready to take off. They had Bakambu in front of them.
That's a decent ball, but Mpassi is there. And a quick release to try and get the combo on his bike.
I feel try and read the game too, you know.
Conceição. Vitinha, Conceição went flying off the ball there as he released it.
Portugal team star.
Neto.
Me know that me think some of that see
Fernandez.
even Spain, me think says Spain with that team there too, but me not see nothing there. The only thing impressive to me, like different as a big side of France
Was he caught?
France
The referee not more than a few yards away, the Portuguese bench up in arms. And now the referee has to intervene. Hello, Kayembe. In the heat of battle down there. And temper's just beginning to fray a little.
These players need to back off this referee. You saw the 4th official come and stand between the bench.
That's true.
Well, this was the one they were upset about, the Portuguese.
Yep.
But I tackle, man, I tackle. Oh, that, okay. Oh, yes, Andrew. Enjoy the man that net back. The man say, want to come up, please? Where you feel like? I think I joined the meeting there. I joined the meeting there.
Kayembe was the one eventually penalised. Portugal do have themselves a free kick.
Didn't get the first one, got the second one.
Yep.
The DR Congo really has settled back. take their chances in transition and not be afraid to get out of here with a
Yes,
1-1 draw. I know I'm saying that early in the 68th minute, but I do think that has crept into their thinking, and whether that's right or wrong, we're going to find out. If you concede too much of the ball, you allow another team to gain a lot of confidence through passing.
Oh, that's nice. Conceição could be in. Ronaldo could be in. Oh, he screwed his effort wide.
Oh God, Ronaldo,
Golden chance that.
He is not a happy man, but boy, do they carve out big space here with Conceição, and they're going to their target man. It's going to be hard for him to get this on target, though. It's a little bit behind him. He's got a defender on him who's beyond the post.
them two.
So it may look like a big chance, but my opinion is
them lose them two, son.
So we've hit the hydration break here, and it's 1-1 between Portugal and DR Congo.
Two brother them are in the Bamberry. Two brother. So the brother not go nowhere without him.
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Supplegen, Sunshine Snacks, and water.
That that you there, dead without so much potential for greatness. But I mean that play for Liverpool, but he come from Portugal, man. Today,
for a brand new mobile experience with the speeds ever.
and I Ronaldo best friend too. Them say Ronaldo's like him love, like him take it from team like from Joe Jota dead. It's like him, to me, it's like him, the same passion of it, it's like him, he take it personal.
Game time.
Things are hard. And the Argentina fans, I'm sorry when I say, we are here watching this game because look at how Messi plays today. So the Portugal people, you have to go back to the basics. You can't say no, because me that say me and grandma agree with the second half, who never put on them, I want to mash up their Congo. But dear Congo man say something to them. Continue this. Continue to get that man. You see them, they may get them the two, you have 2 specific man for the game start. They don't, them body don't leave team the side one bit. They leave one on the side on me. They each one for the man like a magnet.
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Supplegen, Sunshine
One
Snacks,
Andrew him
and
now go away
water.
because he want to see if him prediction right. Don't think Andrew. Normally Andrew him not even
Over time, you have to work for your son.
normally game soon done.
Happy birthday, son.
Oh, you mean so down? No 7 minutes, 7 minutes that.
Maybe say the game soon done. Mean say it at 2:30 addition school over.
You know much goal can score.
No man, and that me I say 3 say him up with the chance. So me I say at 2:30 the chance school over. So me I say him have a
This
name.
is 5 years to them for carry. This is true. Selfish for me. And
Yeah.
him, they call
Against
the last
Morocco at the
one.
last edition when of course they were knocked out, and we've seen changes here.
Last one, you can't trust him.
Come to you, Jacob, when we are watching the coverage, we never see no buffing. You see no buffing when they talk about the match?
Rafael Leao and Nelson
So
Semedo.
why when the game has started too much
Have
buffing?
been introduced.
We have to DJ play. I found out about feed them in.
those are players that are progressive, they're attacking
From net. There's Rafael Leao. Get the change to show, don't they, the strength and depth that Portugal have.
No, but I know it's only wait, man, Ashanti. I know only wait, but just that sometimes I feel, listen about we are watch and frustrating to we. Imagine when we actually listen to hear the match. Because we're not see. We are see.
Semedo.
You guys not seeing the match, but we're seeing it.
Yep.
And it's frustrated that time when something just freeze up.
Over there by Johan Wisser.
I remember trying to give my day, this side scored 2.
When them done.
When them done, something done freeze up. 2 go back at each other.
Semedo into Fernandez. Conseil South, pull back! And Ronaldo can't convert.
Again, they break them down beautifully. This is the Portugal we know here. Central first time ball, spread through the eye of a needle. And Ronaldo comes charging in here. But can't get it on target now. I will say this, in the 2 friendlies leading up to this, Cristiano Ronaldo did not look sharp in the penalty area. Did not look sharp striking a ball. And again, to be fair to him, he's being besieged by defenders here. And he's having a hard time getting a clean look at goal.
And Dr Congo are going to make some changes here as well. Edo Kayembe is going off.
And I think the Edman come off.
Is coming on.
And the Edman.
No, the Edman come off.
And Kayembe into the action as well. So Master who crossed for the
Don't it. You know, take out them man, because the man guard him, you know.
making his way back.
So the man they said when the game start, you know, the man talk with the 2 defenders, they now leave the other side. So me run the critics them can say, because them get guarded. Yeah. Uno great message and nobody I think they him. And me and Portugal people me say that. Me say it's to me. Who can mess the game? The one them on the game to them free of cost.
Here come Portugal with Bruno Fernandes. Oh, there's a gap there. He's found it too. But João Neves couldn't profit.
Who won the palm?
All the hard work. Now it's on here.
Sloppy from Vega. That was vital.
Yeah.
Mariuccio, because Bakambu would have been through on goal.
Portugal now allow them can't allow that draw.
Conseil South meanwhile. Held up over there by Kayembe.
Great defending by Kayembe to turn him away, not let him penetrate.
Deep ball inside. The door could be open now.
Door open, mommy. Give them over to the fat lady's thing. Portugal will go 2-1. I forgot the 2-1. I tell you, if you go 2-1, a problem that they camp.
Clears the touch for Dr Congo.
Mommy,
First
if you're going
time
to draw,
we've
it's going to
seen
be
the
a
team get higher
problem that
into
they
the
camp.
attack here. It shows the sense of urgency that's now creeping in to the being of Portugal.
Conseil South into Semedo. Move to Sammy stepping in there. 68,777. The crowd inside the Houston Stadium. And a game that has us on the edge of our seats because we're not sure how this one is going to go yet.
Okay. Didn't want to miss it.
Ronaldo has come towards the penalty spot.
Time of a bigger
This delivery.
stadium.
Let's see what he does on this ensuing corner.
Something like that.
Straight into the gloves, and then Passy it goes, and the break could be on. Led by the combo. Can mention something here? This is Siddiqui. Squared across. Oh, put over the top by Bakambu.
If that go in.
Well, he's done his utmost to try and get a goal today.
Oh God, it's difficult. My friend, oh God, poor girl. Poor friend, she have answered the Ronaldo fan. Alright, Jesse, you're still on the game. Nobody bad. Just keep calm.
It's
Nobody
a
cry.
transitional moment that
Lord God,
probably
Jesse,
deserved
Franz, leave the girl alone.
based on the amount of players you had in front of
I
the ball.
said, if the Mbappe, I said, leave the girl alone. The girl, at least she did it and she now move. stand for your team yeah, till the game up, till the end. I think somebody didn't nearly cry when Morocco scored with Brazil. I said, no, Brazil got this. And look with a draw. So we in a position we talk about a draw because Brazil get draw. So we in a position if that give a draw, we not go back myself and say nothing. But if that thing me I say, we in a position we talk about the team them draw.
Leao. Brought down beautifully by Conceição. But DR Congo defending manfully back there.
You might defend one. You can't.
We know that they can carry a threat on the transition.
Tremendous hold-up play there to draw this free kick because Wan-Bissaka looked up. He had nothing in front of him. And that's part of the problem sometimes in transition. If you don't have somebody high up the field, that Bakumba did not make the run forward, got it to his feet, and drew the foul to get him out of trouble.
They put it up with them. They want a draw, but they may work out to the draw. Because I'm going to say Brazil draw too. But with them not going to work out to this the Congo with DR Congo. They're going to defeated. Defeated. Exactly defeated. I feel defeated.
This would be a real feather in the cap if DR Congo got a point from this.
Where's that point from it, of
even better still. Plenty of time for them to sneak in front here.
Getting into the part of the game where every single pass now becomes even more magnified. Every decision.
Salah's header drops at the feet of Siddiqui. And it's put right over the top of Bakombu. Fernandez.
I'll get to the one time we get one for bread for one soul with the fire food with
Portugal's attacking play. And he's taken out by Kakwadi. Such a slippery customer, isn't he?
Yeah, you've made a good point. He really has. He's been the one guy who's really, more than anybody, tried to lift the urgency. But this is not a good moment here because you can't get pressure on the ball. Your line is high. He's in behind, and when he's isolated one-on-one like this, he's, like you said, slippery, dangerous, can change direction, puts a defender in a really tough place in the case of Tapwede.
Alright, Urban get the whichever need him. Urban get a blanc in the injury, get a blanc.
Free kick.
Ten more minutes and 90 minutes till extra time, and it look like they might get no extra time for that one, maybe about 4 minutes. So nobody can score in a 10 minutes, extra 10 minutes, yeah?
Or by Twansebi.
Same with Bakumba against Cristiano Ronaldo today. He's had better chances.
Ronaldo looking to hassle and harry Twansebi. Is it that top part of the pitch that would concern you if you were a Portugal supporter at the moment? The midfield is superb, defence is not too shabby either. Do they have enough forward punch?
Yeah, they have it. I think the midfield has done well in maintaining possession, but carve out more opportunities and better chance creation, I think, has been a problem.
Cancelo, up by Twansebi. Mutasami will steal it back. Johan Wissa giving chase for
Alright.
To get there.
Alright.
Get there he did, but there's a quick throw on here. The combo. Siddiqui. Kayembe. Oh, the cross needed to be better.
Oh, final ball missing there. And now quickly you got to see DR Congo get back behind the ball. I think they seem a little bit more alive than Portugal here. Portugal's got to make a play. Ronaldo's just come deep to get it.
Oh, good.
Conceição. Semedo. Neves. Conceição looking to dart for the line. Kayembe tussling with him. It's gone against Sao.
Strength of Kayembe puts himself in between a ball and Ponce Sao. You see the two players going at each other. This is excellent defending. Put yourself between the ball and an attacking player.
My mom put his and I right here put that 17 ball. Ay, Jesus.
Senior
Boy.
is off.
How bad did I play?
Well, the first thing I think of him going off, Paul, is long season, UEFA Champions League, right? PSG. There are players coming into this tournament that are fatigued.
Well,
It's not an excuse, but I do think you have to put in context the fact that some players have longer, more arduous seasons maybe than others.
Solo Ramos.
They're not true thing.
Now with us, and
Some
he is,
people are.
It's
I'm
a
not saying
legal
team
venture.
that never
He
not
was
come
used
off
from the
winning
bench in a club and
in
country.
European Cup, you know. So
He is a master of
and
scoring late
taking
goals.
team to this, so you have for sure you have more ball play than the rest of some other team where never really have enough ball
Ronaldo now
play.
has some additional
Official
help at the
team there.
sharp end of the field as Bakombu looks to make use of this. A swing and a miss from him. Flag was up anyhow. Portugal in possession, so the referee more than happy for it to continue. Leao losing out to Wan-Bissaka. Great challenge.
Just a beautiful looking tackle.
6 more minutes till the game finish. Not finish, sorry. Till 90 minutes, then the game
is obviously
extra
fresh.
minutes and then it's gone.
And I think
Oh, Jesus.
we're seeing more changes
My
here
head
for DR
hurts.
Congo.
Simon Bonza will be one of those coming on, and Gideon Kalulu as well. Basaka goes off. So Kalulu
Let me
will
get back
take up
time,
that
like you know the
position.
stuff we do them hydration and break and something.
Basaka
Sometimes,
has left.
like when you see most people injured pan or something, they mean it's gonna hold it for time. May I say between 5
I
and 6
think
minutes.
Portugal would be glad to see the back of this man, to be fair.
But you know what, we
Bakombu
can
has
take
put a
that.
real shift
Try,
in.
one I want to try score.
He is replaced by Simon Bonza.
Yeah, he has. And look, he hasn't been a prolific goal scorer, but he's been a threat the whole game. Career-wise, I think Bakambu scored some timely, important goals.
It's going to put
But
something
he was a thorn in the side of Portugal today here. They had to honor his vertical pace and ability to get behind the defense.
João Neves,
Why have because of Portugal?
Bruno Fernandes,
Some of them lucky.
Leao.
Portugal.
Them are lucky, the draw now will be good for them. I mean, there are problem than we more like than thing there. Because Cameroon Morocco can't play them, but many time turns out with our one, we did underestimate Morocco. We now be to the second game.
6 minutes, passing around the back here. Trying to win this game, you got to get it forward. And that's kind of epitomized part of the day here for Portugal.
We can say with our team, because people expect we to be there sitting there. Not only. We expect we Brazil Brazil. Them rate we again to the fact that them expect we to get a draw and a win. But Portugal expect Portugal to win with a team like DR Congo. Remember say Morocco win them win both the junior and them actually look for win the senior, which is this one. When they think the football, you know. The junior football. So them actually and them win for them cup, them African cup, them win that.
What a wonderful Leao.
Morocco. Them win the African cup.
Not short of options
So
in the
them
middle.
can't play.
Yeah, Congo seem to have everyone marked in there. And it's cleared anyway.
What I like is I will get a good game. I'm not going to tell them a good game. I've got my edge of my seat. It's a good game. Because I really want to see if the body will score and I
Fernandes, you mentioned, I don't think it's had the impact on the game today that Roberto Martinez would have wanted. That said, it only takes one.
Leao Cancelo. Empathy.
We're not talking about the goalkeeper, but we're talking about the goalkeeper, but we're not going to them job, you know.
That's not clean handling. You're in trouble.
And Wesson leading the surge, going the other way. There's a card shown to Nelson Semedo.
Nelson will take the card because he say if you never tackle him, it's either, as well, Craig Lucas say, you know, Craig Lucas says something is vital. It's either you take the card and you make him score.
Yeah.
Not to mention
You have to think there.
Never option.
And the same thing with the game with the, between Belgium and the other team. The youth was have to think they would try. I said the team was trying to defend from the ball and eventually would be a home goal. I wasn't like nothing. You might try to defend. So either you defend or you try to make the man score. You might try to make the man score and eventually whatever move. No go in a your field. Yeah, and go in a day. So make it be a home goal.
To Simon Bonza. No foul there, João Neves launching it long. Conceição, Emphasis come a long way. And it's done brilliantly. Really
the goalkeeper come out, the goalkeeper come out.
When they?
The goalkeeper come out a while ago, he gave him to that man, come out time late. To make sure, say, there's something else in the Lord, Jesus. Trouble there.
Have you a winner in this yet, you know, for DR Congo?
Oh, God. DR Congo now prove, say, I never fluke. Fluke?
Don't you just play them?
You will play them.
How much it come out?
1-0. Them get the 1 and we get the 0.
What a platform this would be for them.
Must have the last minute, you know, and they must say I did whatever. Them when I Jamaican they did that different I say handbag but for the band never did that penalty them they did that talk at the time.
Would represent an awesome achievement for
so when they reach home the federation they must did pick it up so she say what and the Jamaica Football Federation they say no.
Conceição to Fernandez. Great challenge going in there from Mbamba. Sadiki rather. There's Twansebi. Bruno Fernandes taking matters into his own hands. But it didn't cause Empathy a problem.
See there, 5 minutes. The game's
I mentioned a couple minutes prior, where is Bruno Fernandes? Well, there he is, and that's the type of thing he can do. He can turn the game in a matter of minutes. And look at that goal-scoring record for Portugal. Basically scores a goal every 3 games. He's got some space, he's got a window here, and just drags it wide of that post to the left of the Mpase.
And to 5 minutes added here in Houston.
Yeah, Andrew. 90 minutes.
Semedo.
Plus 5 minutes.
Come back here, nobody feel about this moment. They make me nervous.
Big tackle from the sub. That's what you need. Your players that are coming on make a difference.
Fernandez in towards Ronaldo. The feeling they're going to really pour it on in the closing stages here, Portugal. And DR Congo hold on and see it through.
Ronaldo can't get a real good look.
Hang on. Charles Pickle down there getting involved with one of the Portuguese substitutes. It's fizzled out rather quickly. Johan Whistle blocked off by Araujo. It's yellow.
The chat to me nice.
Well, there was a covering defender, but you can see quite clearly that they are arguing that maybe the colour of this should have been red. Because Wissa was
on the move,
threatening to make a beeline for the box.
Not really not big. I think like a deliberate
frustrating Portugal here right now. This day hasn't
Oh,
gone
God,
the way
made
they
that
wanted it to go. It's pretty incredible. Chancel Mbemba came running up the field to have a word with one of his teammates about keeping their head, not getting into the emotion of doing something silly at this point. I believe it was sponsor who he talked
But the
to.
free kick go for Dr Congo, okay. Yes, I did the free kick go for that go for them.
Salobi boxed in.
If they can do a kick out the ball, like they try to leave now yellow year one now leave you. That was in a draw.
Time running out if Portugal want to make a winning start in this FIFA World Cup campaign.
It have to do now. It have to do now. The best score, if you try to score, you know.
So there's 6-7 passes in that little area right there without advancing the ball. It's still going. Now they're finally moving up the field.
Some people make some big bets.
No, they weren't looking
Who not talk about say a 6-1. You see some people make some big
Tomado's
bets.
got away from a couple. Now he's faced by Kiembe. There's a corner.
Great work from Semenyo. Fenerbahce right back. Earns a vital corner. Could turn into a game winner potentially.
He couldn't he? Ronaldo at this stage of the game. Towards Vega, Emphasis, really good hands.
You have good hands, man. Go on now and phone the part this man. Stop come from apart too much.
To sweep it long and wide. And this place from Fernandez. Is there time for one last attack from those in blue? Wissa carrying them deep into Portuguese territory, and Conceição steps across. But able to run like that at this stage of the game, credit to him.
Yeah, that's a fresh Conceição. I think he's the only one who probably could have caught him on Portugal right now.
Those two not exactly seeing eye to eye either. And that is it. It ends in a draw here. But what a point it is for DR Congo. Their first goal and first point at a FIFA World Cup. A frustrating start for Roberto Martinez. Cristiano Ronaldo for Portugal.
It's in that draw.
Started in the best
It's more
possible
dangerous than we were in that draw. But I guess Brazil always know what I will give, but I always know to come back. But see, this is something I'm going to you see the other group, them, the other people, them, when they want to play in the Portugal, they want to play in a more tactical than DR
Congo. Full time in Houston.
If they can't hold on for DR Congo. Jessica,
Dare to dream of show.
I want to cry.
Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC.
I want to cry. I'm a big father. I'm listening more here. Oh, may I pause it, guys? That for me the music. Oh, no one here. Come on, we don't want to come off on it because we have a next match to go try stream a bit from now. Well, you know, over to the fat lady sing, so what I mean by that? Let's see. You can't see this appearance and run on the face. How say it go?
Portugal they did Craig Butler, Tony Cohen, and Marcovich Brown are still with me. Surprise here? There you go.
Glasses drop.
Don't feel good at all.
Why not? Surprised?
Very surprised.
Yeah.
I think DR Congo played very well. I think Portugal played badly.
Yeah. Marco said that he would not play Cristiano Ronaldo for 90 minutes. I can't remember if he said he would start him. I think he said he would start him.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him.
Why not?
Yeah, because this is the highest level, and the type of football you want to play is pressing up the field, and when you're going to be pressing with basically a man short, because he's not going to press, he's not capable at this age, so I would more go with a Cancelo Ramos. And I said it, in this World Cup, if Portugal want to go far,
Cristiano Ronaldo can't be the driver of the bus.
You don't agree?
Absolutely not. I believe that he pressed for a full 90 minutes, played very well, draw two people with him every time he went. He was playing centre forward, it's not on the wing where it's a 1v1. Two people draw him several times. But the team around him got chances that broke away on the wing several times, didn't. But they're looking for him with two people around him, so he should have been the decoy.
And that's also the negative impact of him being on the field, because when a player like a Conceição get in a position where you would expect him to shoot, he's looking for Cristiano Ronaldo to give him the moment.
Yeah, but everybody goes to their talisman like that. They go to Messi, they go to Neymar.
Yeah.
The thing is that he was able, with him on the field, he's drawing two people, so that means there's an extra back three on the Portugal side. So they should have taken advantage of that. That they did. I don't think Cristiano played badly. I think that he was being marked out of the game, which I would, if I was the coach, I'd say put two man on it.
What did DR Congo
Me believe that to me not be biased. Two
What
man in the
other
party,
lesser
and
teams
just
have
say,
been
the
doing
moment me not left, when the game
also
start,
possession
I say two
and
man, them
finding
the
their
coach
moments and
set them two man the
frustrating
pan Ronaldo.
Markovic said it. He said he wouldn't have started Cristiano, and he also said the players are looking for him. In a situation like this, you have to decide, are you trying to win this game or are you trying to get Cristiano a goal? And I feel like towards the end there were moments where other players could have stepped up, but they were just trying to find Ronaldo.
Yeah, I rate Leno and I rate Markovic. As we look at some highlights, if you want to call it that, I rate him. Yeah, but this coach has won the Nations League. This coach know what he's doing. So are we going to sit here and say the coach messed up today, Marco? That he didn't know what was going on?
Mind if I take this from your Sorry, because when I saw the team sheet before we started, I looked at both Craig and Marco and said it. I'm surprised Pedro Neto is starting. He didn't have that great of a season for Chelsea. Rafael, like Leao, is in form. You need an electric winger to go at a defense that's going to sit
but
at
we
him.
didn't answer that coach right here. When he didn't answer me, so it's foolish.
I would say foolishness, just surprised at the team selection, honestly.
I don't agree again. Sorry. The Rafael Leao, when he came on, he was not electrifying. He was not impressive. And I think the first half for Portugal was actually better than the second half. So I think the coach is a very seasoned coach. Coach Belgium, coaching here now again, and I think he did a great job. It is the players that are on the pitch that have to execute the directives. And I don't think those directives were executed.
Markovic, I've said many times that I think one of the reasons Jamaica didn't make the World Cup is the reason I think we should have made the World Cup. And you say that don't make no sense what you say a while ago. Because we were in a zone that everybody in the world said, no man, so this after somebody told me that we should have qualified from the first match. Not the first round, he said the first match. And I think that's the reason we didn't qualify. Because everybody said, so we'll beat up them with the team and go through. Is that what's happening in this World Cup? That Spain think Cape Verde, we went walk over there. Even though Cape Verde didn't park a bus, they park an apartment building. I mean, them just stand up in front, but is that what's going on here that we're not rating so-called minnows and them playing football?
Yes, I think that this World Cup is punishing complexion. You can see it as you mentioned with Spain, Cape Verde. I think only Germany brush aside their opponent, and if you would have thought that, okay, we're going to come into this game as Portugal, and before we kick a ball, we're going to win the game, and you saw the result 1-1.
Is it crazy to think like that? You are Portugal, you are European champion, nation, Nation League champion. Is it crazy to think that this team playing in the World Cup for the first time? We have a man that's been playing football all over the world, better than everybody who ever born. Is it crazy to think that, yeah man, we're going to win this easy?
It's not crazy to think that, but one of the things we've been talking about for the start of the World Cup is that the football is leveling out, right? And we know that football is played in different phases. If I go into a game knowing that this team is going to have more possession in the attacking phase, and my game plan is to do X, as long as I execute my game plan, it's on you, Portugal, Brazil, Spain, whoever you want to be, to come and score and beat me.
So what you said to Portugal, Craig, the match done now. Are you upset and say, someone will have to go home and thing, or you say, it's first match, we draw, no problem, we will jump around this and come up?
I would take them into the changing room and I'd say to them, listen, this is not the level. It's not good enough. You have our entire country depending on you and believing in you. And you need to not let Craig Butler down.
Yeah.
You understand?
You might need to call your friend in Cristiano.
I'm paging.
All
Alright, we're gonna go for a break, but I wanna read something that I hope this is not true, but I just got this. Multiple national football teams have encountered venomous snakes and local wildlife warnings at the United States training camp.
Alright, England
Squads
and
from
Croatia
Germany,
women
Switzerland, Norway, and Austria have all had to adapt to the unexpected presence of local dangerous reptiles around their base facilities. They said the German team, they said the players spotted a venomous snake native to the southeastern United States. And the captain, Joshua Kimmich, expressed serious safety concerns, stating that while a bite might not be fatal, it requires immediate hospital treatment. He noted that players are now constantly checking the ground every time they take a step.
You Bastian and Colombia.
Switzerland, rattlesnake zone.
No, Austria talk. Austria have only
That is just absolutely crazy. That's what I hope that is not true. More importantly, I'm very serious. I pray no one is hurt from this half-time first game of the day. 3 more to go.
The first 14 minutes, 14 minutes gone.
Portugal won. Yeah,
Go to AI.
we have done now. 1-1.
Let me stay.
So we're gonna go for a break and come back in just a little while.
Guys, I'm gonna close out the Portugal match, okay? It is a draw. Jessica, sorry that it didn't work out the way that you wanted it, but at least you say that more fret if DR Congo win. So it never gets to be that way. I don't even know position we talk about draw, everybody know what me Brazil and Morocco. So but one thing we're not gonna ever use against is the 7-up because it was our weak side.